Welcome to the Sports Corner. I'm Grayson Singleton. Spring football practice at Oklahoma State is well underway, and the biggest question of all is who is emerging as the frontrunner to replace Spencer Sanders as the starting signal caller. Potential candidates include Michigan transfer Alan Bowman and sophomores Gunnar Gundy and Garrett Rangel. When asked about his quarterbacks, head coach Mike Gundy, who has been optimistic about what he's seen from Alec Bowman.
They're doing good. Bowman is what I thought Bowman was. He's acting very mature, handles himself extremely well. We're rotating him in with all three groups. Never says a word. Has ability to avoid rush, move around good.
Now, one of the differences between Sanders and Bowman is that Spencer was always known and feared for his athleticism and mobility, something Bowman hasn't really displayed much of throughout his collegiate career. But Mike Gundy might have seen something a little bit different.
So when I was evaluating him the other day, very similar to Spencer, except Spencer chose to make plays with his legs. So far, Bowman's choosing to make plays, buying himself time and using his arm.
Look, if Gundy thinks Bowman has the escapability comparable to Spencer Sanders, I'll take his word for it, because I really haven't seen it quite yet. But what I do know is this: if he does, it'll be out of necessity, especially if the offensive line is as shaky as it has been in the past 3 seasons.
Big 12 championship berth.
Sunflower Showdown, that'll be a good one to watch.
Casey Legg puts it in the air to Brennan Presley, who fields it at the 3-yard line to get us started. Presley weaving his way around the 20-yard line before he is tackled and pulled down right there by a couple of Mountaineer special teamers. Garrett Rangel will get the start for Oklahoma State today. Spencer Sanders not active today, at least was not in shoulder pads during warmups. So it's going to be the true freshman from Frisco, Texas, who will make his second career start. Rangel, 27 of 42 passing on the season, 304 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. The majority of that work coming in his last start against Kansas in Lawrence. He's going to start with trips to the left of the formation and the running back Jaden Nixon to his right. He's in the shotgun as Nixon motions from the right to the left of the quarterback. Wilson will take the shotgun snap, throwing out to the left flat, has Presley at the 20, crosses the 25-yard line, breaks a tackle from 27, has a first down across the 40-yard line, and drags a couple of defenders up to the 44. Pickup of 24 on first down. Marcus Floyd, the safety, made the stop.
Showing some hurry-up offense here. It's what the Cowboys need to do if they want to catch West Virginia off guard.
2 receivers to either side of the formation as Rangel is in the gun. They marked Presley down at the 41-yard line, so a pickup of 21 on the first play of the game. He's going to swing it out to Braden Johnson, who makes the catch at the 40-yard line, driven back to the 39 by a couple of Mountaineer defenders. Aubrey Burks, the free safety, there to stop him. It's going to be officially a loss of 2.
Cowboy fans, you're used to seeing a lot of screen passes. Expect that today from the freshman.
4 receivers to the left on 2nd down and 12. Rangel, the true freshman, in the gun, is going to take the chest-high snap, looks right, throws that direction, timing route completed to Braden Johnson, who had the catch on the first play. He's going to get up to the 48-yard line, knocked out of bounds, but it's going to set up a 3rd down and manageable, officially 3rd down and 3 from the 48-yard line of Oklahoma State.
I'm liking this offensive play call selection so far. Rangel 3 for 3. The freshman's starting to get more and more comfortable in the pocket. You can see he's loosening up. I mean, good play call selection here from Coach Dunn.
Empty backfield on 3rd down and 3. Trips to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Rangel overlooking the nickel defense, takes the snap, looking right, has a man that way, and it's dropped. Dropped over the middle by Braden Johnson. It was a little bit behind him, but for sure a catchable ball. And the punt unit looks to be coming on, and now Mike Gundy's going to call them back. And now Garrett Rangel is coming off the field, and the punt unit will come onto the field.
Bit of hesitation there. I know the fans would have loved to see Mike Gundy go for it here. Opening drive, get the fans involved if you convert the first down. However, nothing new to see. Coach Gundy likes to play conservative, and so far has a 7-4 record this season, so it's above 500.
Logan Ward, the freshman punter, standing from his own 33 to kick it away. It's a high kick drifting toward the right, and it's caught at about the 15-yard line. Running laterally is Preston Fox, and he will get nowhere. Kimbrough and Martin down to make the stop for Oklahoma State. Let's bring out the West Virginia offense, and it's Garrett Green, who will quarterback, the Mountaineers, completing 54.8% of his passes this season for 449 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks through the air. And he leads a team that is rife with weapons, led by the big receiver Bryce Ford-Wheaton and the running back Tony Mathis Jr.
I mean, we saw some good things out there offensively. Just mistakes will hurt you.
1st and 10 going from left to right at the 15-yard line. Fake the give to Mathis, and he's going to give it to his tight end, Brian Palundi, but running toward the far sideline, but he's tripped up by Flanagan. Kendall Daniels was there as well. Pickup of 2 for the Mountaineers on their first play of the game.
Yeah, with this rainy weather, you're not going to see as many deep balls early on. I mean, that can change depending if the rain lightens up. A light drizzle really makes it hard to control the ball for a quarterback.
Trips to the left, single receiver to the right, 2nd down and 8 from the 17-yard line. Green is in the gun. Motion man is the receiver, James. They're going to give it on the delay to Tony Mathis, who breaks a tackle, falling across the 20-yard line, ran over the center, plowed his way to the 22, and is going to set up a 3rd down and 3 on his first carry of the game.
So both teams early on kind of facing a critical 3rd down situation. Cowboys force a 3-and-out. I promise you the stadium's going to get loud.
Ford-Wheaton, Graham, Sam James are the receivers for West Virginia. Tony Mathis, the running back, is in the backfield. Garrett Green is the quarterback. He's going to take the chest-high snap on 3rd down and 3. Looking over the middle, pass caught by his receiver, Bryce Ford-Wheaton, the 6'3", 224 redshirt junior from North Carolina. Converts the 1st down up to the 30-yard line. They needed 3, got 8. 15:37 left in the first half. Oklahoma State off to a blistering 14-2 start, and TCU really struggling to settle in, playing without 2 of their best players, Mike Miles Jr. and Eddie Lampkin.
Yeah, you can tell right now there's maybe a little bit of confusion out there. Somebody's going to have to step up eventually. It's early in this game, and the good news for TCU is there's a lot of time for them to figure out who that's going to be.
Baugh triggers in from the baseline to Jacoby Coles. And now Damian Baugh comes out to get it top of the key, veering right, played by Asbury, who's an excellent defender. Baugh to the left elbow, dribbling back, finds Peavy to Wells. Back to Baugh on the perimeter, down low, Xavier Cork, right block, and he runs into Caleb Boone, and an offensive foul called against Xavier Cork.
Yeah, and what really drew that was the extension of the elbow right there. It was questionable. It was very close to the restricted zone, but the extension of the elbow there, it's going to draw the charge every time. Great job by Boone there, stepping up, and really this OSU defense has made TCU work for every shot they've had to take.
And now the boos that you hear are for Rondell Walker, the former Oklahoma State Cowboy who just checked in for TCU. Solomane Doumbia is also into the game for the Horned Frogs at the last dead ball. 2 turnovers, no field goals for TCU, and we're 5 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Boone down low against the double team. Finds right, back out Asbury, pump fake, goes around Walker, leaves it for Boone, down low, fumbles it, gets it back, puts up the layup, no good. Offensive rebound, Boone, the stick back blocked from behind, and now he goes up again and puts it in over a couple of TCU defenders.
Yeah, and that's what this Oklahoma State team also does very well. They are great at second chance points.
Damian Baugh around a Doumbia screen, and now a whistle and a foul will go against Caleb Asbury. That'll be the second team foul against Oklahoma State. Musa Cisse into the game for Oklahoma State. Chris Harris Jr. in as well, as Caleb Boone will take a seat to a standing ovation. John Michael Wright to the bench as well.
It'll be interesting to see how Cisse does coming off that really great game against OU.
Walker has it left corner. Now to Baugh, playing it to Jacoby Coles on the right wing, around a Doumbia screen, to the left elbow. Backing down Newton, back out Peavy. He'll try a white ring 3, doesn't do that very much, bricked it, but the ball finds its way to Coles as he puts up the shot, but the shot clock never reset, and the 3rd turnover for TCU on the shot clock violation.
And this defense, this Cowboy defense, we knew they were good coming into this game, but they are really showcasing how good they are.
TCU still without a field goal, 16-2 deficit to the Cowboys. Newton, Thompson, top of the key, he'll put up a 3, rimmed the basket, no good, rebound, tipped and taken by Doumbia of TCU. Fans thought he stepped on the baseline as he gets it into the hands of Baugh. will drop it to Cole. A 14-footer in the short corner misses, and Cisse has his first rebound of the game. To Thompson in the transition, spins against Baugh. Back out Asbury, pump fake around Peavy, and now we'll skip pass to Woody Newton in the opposite corner. Too strong, missed everything. Baugh comes down with the rebound to Coles. Ahead to Walker, now back to a cutting Coles, who will put up a mid-range shot from the elbow, and there's the first field goal for TCU to make it 16-4.
That might be a little bit of an icebreaker for TCU. That's their first bucket of the game that wasn't free throws, and so maybe that's something you can build some momentum off of. But even that shot, that was a quickly tried shot, so good job by that defense.
Thompson around to Cisse screen, hounded by Peavy. Picks up his dribble, now to a cutting Newton. His layup blocked by Baugh. Newton got it back, puts up the layup. It's blocked by Duemby. And now a steal by Asbury. He'll put up a left wing three, and he puts it in. Caleb Asbury gets on the board and points off turnovers for Oklahoma State to make the game 19-4.
And that's what Caleb Asbury does. He provides that defense, but he provides that three-point shooting as well.
Damian Baugh pass intended for Jacoby Coles, tipped out of bounds by Newton, and TCU will retain possession with 19 seconds on the shot clock. 12:44 to go in the first half, and a 19-4 advantage for Oklahoma State. Changes for TCU as Miller, O'Bannon, and Cork will come back into the game.
Yeah, it'll be interesting since they come back into the game. A couple of their leaders and their guys coming in here maybe to try to scavenge some points together.
Inbound, Damian Baugh just catches it over the smaller John Michael Wright and puts it in. 19-6 Oklahoma State. Wright and Keon Williams, the freshman from Arkansas, will come into the game. As Wright around a Cisse screen to the right wing. Back out Williams to Harris on the left wing, played by the former OSU Cowboy Walker. Back to John Michael Wright. His three is good as he rattles it home right off the bench. Oklahoma State's largest lead of the game at 16, 22-6. Walker has it deflected across the sideline by John Michael Wright, and TCU will retain possession.
And right now, just what you see right now is there is a lid on that TCU bucket, and that bucket for Oklahoma State looks just a little bit bigger right now. And that's going to be something that as we settle into this game, TCU is going to have to find a way just to weather this storm, because if they don't, they're going to find themselves with a big hill to climb.
Already a big hill to climb right now. 12 minutes to go in the first half. Wells has it up top, finds Miller on the left elbow. Skip pass, Rondell Walker, right corner three. That's short, and Asbury snags the rebound away from O'Bannon. Here comes Keon Williams to the right wing, stops to right, to Harris, left corner three, too strong. Miller chases down the rebound for TCU, ahead to Walker. Bounces it to O'Bannon in the right corner, back to Miller, fumbled it, but Wells chased it down on the OSU logo. Played by Williams. Wells around a cork screen to the right elbow, puts up the layup. That's a race by Cisse. Harris chases down the loose ball for Oklahoma State as Williams goes into the front court. Right, pull-up jumper, rattles around and out, and Wells takes it down for TCU. Up ahead, O'Bannon, right wing, closed out by Wright to a cutting Miller, down to the right block, puts up the layup and in over the challenge of Cisse.
Yeah, and back to that block by Cisse. Oklahoma State ranks first in the Big 12 when it comes to blocks per game, and you see it right there. Moussa Cisse going up and snatching that one.
They're also first in the Big 12 in opponents' field goal percentage, and TCU is off to a 23% start. Right. Played by Wells. Now Miller jumps out to take him. Now a pass deflected and stolen by Wells. Into the front court, one-on-one with Williams. He puts up the layup, puts it in, and with the foul, and Shahade Wells will go to the free throw line to attempt to complete a three-point play on the other side of this timeout. 10:41 to go first half. Oklahoma State 22, TCU 10. Back after this on Orange Nation Sports.